moral of the story, the food was unbelievable. Like, I remember coming back to America and being so unsatisfied with almost everything that I ate. I've sort of gotten used to it now. The flavors here are much louder. Like, they just fill it with salt and they fill it with MSG, and they just make the flavor sort of explode more to make it appealing. Is that a? I don't know if it's really appealing, but it does sort of satisfy something in Americans that we want, you know? But the flavors there were much more calm, and they were just rich, you know? And I really came to appreciate it. And as a result, even now, like, people, they'll give me some food and they'll say, "Oh, it's a little bland. You might want to add some salt." And every time I'm just like, I probably don't want to add some salt. And I'll eat it and I'm like, I would not be any happier with this, with salt in it, because the flavor of the vegetables and the meat or whatever you put in it is there. Just because you want to enhance it with this artificial enhancement of salt doesn't mean I want to, because I was used to these more subdued flavors that teach you to appreciate what you're actually eating. You know what I mean? And I could go off on that for a while. I feel like that's a cultural difference that is a problem in America that Japan is advantageous with. But yeah, there's definitely an overall distinction in that way. Even the candy, you know, it wasn't as in your face. It wasn't as sugary. It wasn't as powerful. But it was very, there was a taste there and it was really good. You've probably had haichu. That's Japanese candy. And that's probably one of the more powerful ones, flavor-wise. It's not as tasty here as it is there. I think that it always tastes stale when I get it here, in my opinion. But that was probably the thing that, in terms of generally all the food, sticks out. It was just, it was more focused on the actual flavor of the food you were eating instead of the salt and the different things you put on top of it. You know what I mean? And I came to really appreciate that, and I still appreciate that. I'm in a dinner group, and probably every time I make food, I think everyone's kind of like, this is a little subdued, you know what I mean? But I am just scarfing it down because I love it. But I think they also learn to appreciate kind of the way it tastes compared to the loud food we're used to in America, the sort of like instant spike of flavor in your mouth. And that's what I became used to, and I really like it.